Welcome back to our channel, History Coins HD. These states quarter coins make people rich. Let's find out why don't miss out one of these who know a single coin make you rich. Let's start this. Coin number 1. Today we are diving into one of the most loved and most talked about coins from the United States 50-state quarters program, the rare New Hampshire 2000 quarter coin. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but behind its simple design is a story that every coin collector and history lover will enjoy. So stay with me till the end, because what you are about to hear can completely change the way you look at this coin in your pocket. The New Hampshire quarter was released in the year 2000 as part of the early state quarters series. It represents the 9th state to join the Union, and its design proudly shows the famous Old Man of the Mountain, along with the state motto "Live Free or Die." This design alone made the coin extremely popular from the first day of release. Millions of people saved this coin, not knowing that some special examples would later become rare, valuable, and highly collectible. What makes this coin special is not just its history, but the hidden details that many people overlook. Most New Hampshire quarters were struck in Philadelphia and Denver, but only a small number show unusual features that collectors search for today. These rare examples were created because of minting mistakes, die wear, or production errors that happened during the early years of the state quarters program when demand was extremely high. One of the most exciting things about this coin is error varieties. Some New Hampshire quarters show doubled details, especially around the lettering, the date, and parts of the design. When the die shifted slightly during striking, it caused doubling that can be seen clearly under magnification. Collectors love these coins because no two error coins are exactly the same. Another rare variety includes off-center strikes, where the design is not perfectly aligned. These coins stand out immediately and are very hard to find in clean condition. Some examples were struck on planchets that were not properly prepared, resulting in weak strikes or missing details. These imperfections turn a common coin into a unique collectible. There are also New Hampshire quarters with die cracks and die chips. Over time, the minting dies began to wear down, creating raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. These marks are not damage from circulation but are mint-made features that increase collector interest. Coins with dramatic die breaks are especially desirable because they show the story of the minting process itself. Condition plays a massive role in the value of this coin. Most New Hampshire quarters were heavily circulated, but a small number survived in pristine condition. Coins with full luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear are far more difficult to find today. Collectors carefully inspect the fields, the edges, and the high points of the design to judge quality. Another interesting factor is that many people saved rolls of these quarters when they were first released. However, over time, many of those rolls were opened, spent, or mixed into circulation. That makes untouched examples even more appealing to serious collectors today. For coin lovers, this quarter represents more than just money. It is a piece of American history, a symbol of state pride, and a reminder that even modern coins can become valuable. The thrill of searching through change and finding something rare keeps collectors excited and connected to the hobby. If you are a collector, this is a coin you should always examine closely. Look for unusual details, check the alignment, and use magnification to spot errors. Even small differences can make a big impact. Many valuable coins were discovered by ordinary people who simply paid attention. Now let's talk about value, because this is the part everyone waits for. In normal circulated condition, this coin is usually worth only face value. In uncirculated condition, real market prices can reach several dollars. High-grade examples certified by grading services can sell for tens of dollars. Error varieties and major mint errors have reached auction values ranging from dozens to hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases, exceptional errors have sold for even more, reaching values in the thousands of dollars. Coin number 2. We are exploring one of the most fascinating modern coins from the United States 50-state quarters program, the rare Louisiana 2002 quarter coin. At first glance, it may seem like just another everyday quarter, but for collectors and coin lovers, this coin holds history, mystery, and the exciting possibility of hidden value. So make yourself comfortable, listen carefully, and enjoy this journey into a coin that many people still overlook. The Louisiana quarter was released in 2002 and proudly represents the 18th state to join the Union. The design is rich with symbolism and meaning. It features the graceful brown pelican, the official state bird, feeding its young, a powerful symbol of care and sacrifice. Surrounding the design are musical notes that celebrate Louisiana's deep connection to jazz and cultural rhythm, along with the outline of the Louisiana Purchase territory that changed American history forever. This artistic combination instantly made the coin popular with both the public and collectors. What truly makes this coin interesting is not just the design, but the story behind how it was made. During the early 2000s, the state quarters program was at its peak. Millions of coins were being struck at a rapid pace to meet public demand. When production increases so quickly, small mistakes can happen, and those mistakes are what collectors search for today. Some Louisiana quarters were struck with doubling in the lettering and date. This doubling happens when the die shifts slightly during the striking process, creating a shadow-like effect on letters or numbers. These doubled details are not damage from use but are mint-made errors that increase collector interest significantly. Another rare feature to look for is off-center strikes. These coins were not properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. Even a small off-center strike can make a coin much more desirable, especially when the date and main design remain visible. Collectors also hunt for die cracks and die chips on Louisiana quarters. As minting dies wear down, they can develop cracks that appear as raised lines on the coin. Die chips may show up as raised blobs, often near the pelican, the musical notes, or the lettering. These features tell the story of a die nearing the end of its life, and many collectors love these dramatic signs of the minting process. Planchet errors are another exciting category. Some Louisiana quarters were struck on improperly prepared metal blanks. This can result in weak details, missing design elements, or unusual textures on the surface. These coins feel different in hand and stand out immediately to experienced collectors. Condition is extremely important when it comes to this coin. Most Louisiana quarters were heavily circulated in show wear, scratches, and dull surfaces. However, coins that survived in uncirculated condition with full mint luster are far scarcer. High-grade examples show sharp feathers on the pelican, clean musical notes, and smooth fields without marks. Many people saved these quarters when they were first released, but over time, countless rolls were opened and spent. As a result, finding original, untouched examples today is becoming more difficult. This scarcity adds to the excitement for collectors who still search bankrolls and pocket change, or for coin lovers. The Louisiana quarter is more than just currency. It represents culture, music, history, and the thrill of discovery. It reminds us that valuable coins are not always old or made of precious metals. Sometimes, value comes from rarity, condition, and the story a coin tells. If you are a collector, this is a coin worth studying carefully. Use magnification, compare examples, and learn the subtle differences that separate common coins from rare ones. Many valuable discoveries are made by patient collectors who know what to look for. And now let's talk about value. In normal circulated condition, the Louisiana 2002 quarter is generally worth face value. In uncirculated condition, real market prices can range from a few dollars to higher amounts depending on quality. Certified high-grade examples have sold for tens of dollars. Error coins and major mint varieties have reached auction values from dozens of dollars to several $100s, and in exceptional cases, rare dramatic errors have sold for values reaching into the thousands of dollars. Coin number 3. We are uncovering one of the most visually stunning and collector-loved modern coins from the United States State Quarters Program, the rare Arizona 2008 quarter coin. This coin instantly grabs attention, and once you understand its story, rarity, and hidden secrets, you will never look at it the same way again. Stay with me till the end, because this is one of those coins that rewards careful listeners and sharp-eyed collectors. The Arizona quarter was released in 2008 and represents the 48th state to join the Union. Its design is considered one of the most detailed and artistic in the entire State Quarters series. The reverse features the majestic Grand Canyon, one of the natural wonders of the world, along with a soaring saguaro cactus in the foreground. The state motto, Grand Canyon State, perfectly captures the pride and identity of Arizona. This bold design required precise minting, and that precision is exactly where some fascinating errors were born. During the height of the state quarters program, millions of Arizona quarters were struck at an incredibly fast pace. With such high production, the minting process faced pressure, and that is when rare varieties and errors began to appear. While most Arizona quarters are common, certain examples stand out and have become highly desirable among collectors. One of the most searched for varieties is doubling in the lettering and design elements. Some Arizona quarters show noticeable doubling on the words, the date, or even parts of the cactus and canyon details. This happens when the die slightly shifts during the striking process, creating a doubled appearance that can only be seen clearly under magnification. These are not damaged coins, but genuine mint errors. Another exciting category includes die cracks and die breaks. As minting dies wore down, small cracks formed and transferred onto the coins as raised lines. In more dramatic cases, chunks of the die broke away, creating raised blobs or lines on the coin surface. Collectors especially enjoy finding these errors near the canyon edges or around the lettering, as they highlight the stress placed on the dies during production. Off-center strikes are also known on Arizona quarters. These coins were not properly aligned when struck, resulting in part of the design being shifted or missing. When the date and major design elements remain visible, these coins become extremely attractive to collectors and stand out immediately. Planchet errors are another hidden treasure. Some Arizona quarters were struck on improperly prepared metal blanks, causing weak strikes, missing details, or unusual surface textures. These coins often feel different in hand and catch the attention of experienced collectors right away. Condition plays a huge role in determining rarity and desirability. Most Arizona quarters were heavily circulated and show wear, scratches, and dull surfaces. However, coins that survived in uncirculated condition with full mint luster are far scarcer. High-grade examples show sharp cactus spines, strong canyon depth, and clean open fields without marks. Many people saved Arizona quarters because of their beautiful design, but over time, many of those saved coins were spent or mishandled. Finding pristine examples today, especially from original rolls, is becoming more difficult each year. This adds excitement and challenge for collectors who still search through bankrolls and collections. For coin lovers, the Arizona quarter is more than just a modern coin. It represents natural beauty, American craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. It proves that even recent coins can become valuable when rarity, condition, and mint errors come together. Careful examination is key. A simple magnifying glass and patience can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary find. And now let's talk about value. In normal circulated condition, the Arizona 2008 quarter is usually worth face value. In uncirculated condition, real market prices can reach several dollars depending on quality. High-grade certified examples have sold for tens of dollars. Error coins and rare varieties have reached auction values ranging from dozens of dollars to several $100s, and exceptional dramatic errors have sold for values reaching into the thousands of dollars. Coin number 4. We are taking a deep and fascinating journey into one of the most historic and quietly powerful coins from the United States 50-state quarters program, the Rhode Island 2001 quarter coin. This coin may look calm and simple at first glance, but behind its peaceful design is a story filled with history, rarity, minting secrets, and collector excitement. So relax, listen carefully, and enjoy every detail, because this is a coin that truly rewards attention. The Rhode Island quarter was released in 2001 and represents the 13th state to join the Union. Its design beautifully captures the spirit of America's smallest state. On the reverse, you see a graceful sailboat moving across Narragansett Bay, with the Pell Bridge stretching across the background. The ocean waves, the open sky, and the sailing theme reflect Rhode Island's deep maritime history and strong connection to freedom and trade. This calm design made the coin popular with the public, but it also created opportunities for rare minting variations. During the early years of the state quarters program, production was intense. Millions of coins were struck quickly to meet nationwide demand. When speed increases at the mint, precision can sometimes suffer, and that is where collectible errors are born. Most Rhode Island quarters are common, but a small number show unusual features that collectors actively search for today. One of the most exciting things collectors look for is doubling. Some Rhode Island quarters show doubling in the lettering, the date, or parts of the sailboat and waves. This happens when the coin die slightly shifts during striking, leaving behind a doubled image. Under magnification, these details become clear and can turn an ordinary coin into a highly desirable find. Die cracks and die breaks are another area of interest. As minting dies wore down, small cracks formed and transferred onto the coin surface as raised lines. Some coins even show heavier die damage, creating raised marks near the bridge, the waves, or the lettering. These are not scratches or damage from circulation but mint-made features that collectors love because they show the real story of how the coin was produced. Off-center strikes also exist for this coin. These errors happen when the blank is not properly centered during minting. The result is a coin where part of the design is shifted or missing. When the date and main design elements remain visible, these coins become especially valuable and eye-catching. Planchet errors add another layer of excitement. Some Rhode Island quarters were struck on imperfect metal blanks, causing weak details, uneven surfaces, or unusual textures. These coins often feel different in hand and stand out to experienced collectors who know exactly what to look for. Condition is extremely important. Most Rhode Island quarters were heavily circulated and now show wear, dull surfaces, and contact marks. However, coins that survived in uncirculated condition with strong mint luster are much harder to find. High-grade examples display sharp details in the sailboat, clean lines on the bridge, and smooth reflective fields. Many people saved these quarters when they were first released, but over time, countless rolls were opened, spent, or mixed into circulation. That makes original, untouched examples increasingly rare today. For collectors, the thrill lies in finding a coin that has survived the years in near-perfect condition. For coin lovers, this quarter represents more than just money. It tells a story of early American independence, ocean trade, and quiet strength. It also reminds us that even modern coins can become valuable through rarity, condition, and minting errors. Every coin deserves a careful look, because treasures are often hiding in plain sight. Now let's talk about value. In normal circulated condition, the Rhode Island 2001 quarter is usually worth face value. In uncirculated condition, real market prices can reach several dollars depending on quality. High-grade certified examples have sold for tens of dollars. Error coins and rare varieties have achieved auction values ranging from dozens of dollars to several $100s, and in rare exceptional cases, dramatic mint errors have sold for values reaching into the thousands of dollars. Coin number 5. We are stepping back to the very beginning of one of the most successful coin programs in American history, the United States State Quarters series, by exploring the rare New Jersey 1999 quarter coin. This coin was one of the very first state quarters ever released, and because of that, it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Many people have seen this coin, many have spent it without a second thought, but very few truly understand why some examples are rare, valuable, and deeply interesting. The New Jersey quarter was released in 1999, marking the official launch of the state quarters program. It represents the third state to join the Union and features a powerful historical design. On the reverse, you see General George Washington leading his troops across the Delaware River, a moment that changed the course of American history. This bold scene captures courage, leadership, and sacrifice, making it one of the most dramatic designs in the entire series. Because this was the first year of the program, demand was enormous. The mints worked at full speed, striking millions upon millions of these quarters for circulation. When production moves this fast, small mistakes can slip through, and those mistakes are exactly what collectors search for today. While most New Jersey quarters are common, certain examples stand out due to rare minting errors and special characteristics. One of the most exciting things collectors look for is doubling. Some New Jersey quarters show doubling on the date, lettering, or parts of the design such as Washington's figure or the surrounding text. This happens when the coin die shifts slightly during the striking process. Under magnification, these double details become clear and immediately separate an ordinary coin from a collectible one. Die cracks and die breaks are also known on this coin. As the dies wore down from heavy use, cracks formed and transferred onto the coin surface as raised lines. In some cases, pieces of the die broke away, leaving raised blobs or dramatic lines across the design. These mint-made features are highly collectible because they visually show the stress of early mass production. Off-center strikes are another fascinating error. These occur when the blank is not properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be shifted or missing. When the date and main elements remain visible, these coins become especially attractive and valuable to collectors. Planchet errors add even more mystery. Some New Jersey quarters were struck on imperfect metal blanks, resulting in weak details, uneven surfaces, or unusual textures. These coins often feel different in hand and catch the attention of experienced collectors right away. Condition plays a massive role in rarity. Most New Jersey quarters entered circulation immediately and were heavily used. As a result, finding examples with sharp details, full mint luster, and minimal marks is much harder today. High-grade coins show strong detail in Washington's clothing, clean fields, and crisp lettering. Many people saved these coins in the early days of the program, but over the years, many rolls were opened, mixed, or spent. That makes untouched, original examples increasingly scarce. For collectors, the thrill comes from finding a coin that survived more than 2 decades in exceptional condition. For coin lovers, this quarter is more than just a piece of change. It represents the beginning of a historic collecting journey, a moment when millions of Americans started looking at their coins more closely. It reminds us that rarity can come from history, condition, and tiny minting details that most people never notice. Now let's talk about value. In normal circulated condition, the New Jersey 1999 quarter is generally worth face value. In uncirculated condition, real market prices can reach several dollars depending on quality. High-grade certified examples have sold for tens of dollars. Error coins and rare mint varieties have achieved auction values ranging from dozens of dollars to several $100s, and in exceptional cases, dramatic errors have sold for values reaching into the thousands of dollars. Coin number 6. We are exploring one of the most breathtaking and quietly powerful modern quarters ever released by the United States Mint, the Great Basin 2013 quarter coin. This coin is not just money, it is a miniature work of art, a piece of natural history, and for collectors, a hidden opportunity that many people still do not fully understand. So stay with me, listen carefully, and enjoy every detail, because this coin has much more to offer than meets the eye. The Great Basin Quarter was released in 2013 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. It represents Great Basin National Park in the state of Nevada, a land known for its ancient bristlecone pine trees, rugged mountains, and some of the darkest night skies in North America. The reverse design shows a majestic bristlecone pine standing strong in the foreground, with rocky peaks rising behind it. These trees are among the oldest living organisms on Earth, some more than 4,000 years old, making the design deeply symbolic of endurance and time. When this quarter was produced, the mint was handling many different park designs, and while production numbers were not as massive as the early state quarters, speed and volume still played a role. That is where rarity begins to appear. Most Great Basin quarters look ordinary, but a small number carry minting characteristics that collectors actively hunt for today. One of the most interesting areas for collectors is doubling. Some Great Basin quarters show doubled lettering on the date, the inscriptions, or subtle areas of the design. This doubling occurs when the die slightly shifts during the striking process, creating a layered or shadowed look. Under magnification, these details can transform a simple coin into a prized collectible. The die cracks and die chips are another exciting feature. As dies wore down, cracks formed and transferred onto the coin as raised lines. Small die chips may appear as raised blobs, sometimes near the lettering, the tree branches, or the rocky background. These are not damage from circulation but mint-made features that tell the story of a hardworking die nearing the end of its life. Off-center strikes also exist for this coin, though they are not common. These happen when the blank is not perfectly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to shift off-center. When the date and main design remain visible, these coins become especially attractive and valuable to collectors. Planchet-related issues add another layer of rarity. Some Great Basin quarters were struck on imperfect metal blanks, resulting in weak details, uneven surfaces, or unusual textures. These coins often feel different in hand and immediately catch the attention of experienced collectors. Condition plays a major role in desirability. Many Great Basin quarters entered circulation and picked up marks quickly. Coins that survived in uncirculated condition with full mint luster are much harder to find. High-grade examples show sharp tree details, clean mountain lines, and smooth reflective fields. Another reason collectors love this coin is its theme. Nature-based designs attract not only coin collectors but also park lovers, history fans, and people who appreciate unique artwork. That wider appeal increases long-term interest and keeps demand steady for coin lovers. The Great Basin quarter is a reminder that modern coins can still become special. It teaches patience, observation, and respect for small details. A simple coin found in change today could become tomorrow's highlight of a collection. Now let's talk about value. In normal circulated condition, the Great Basin 2013 quarter is usually worth face value. In uncirculated condition, real market prices can reach a few dollars depending on quality. High-grade certified examples have sold for tens of dollars. Error coins and rare varieties have achieved auction values from dozens of dollars to several $100s, and in rare exceptional cases, dramatic mint errors have sold for values reaching into the thousands of dollars. Coin number 7. We are uncovering a powerful and emotionally rich modern quarter that many people overlook, the Harpers Ferry 2016 quarter coin from the United States of America. This coin is more than just pocket change. It represents courage, conflict, freedom, and history frozen in metal. If you are a coin lover or a serious collector, listen very carefully, because this coin carries stories, rarity, and hidden value that can surprise you. The Harpers Ferry quarter was released in 2016 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. It represents Harpers Ferry National Historical Park, located in West Virginia, a place where American history took dramatic turns. The design shows John Brown's fort, a small brick building that played a major role in the fight against slavery. This powerful image makes the coin one of the most meaningful designs in the entire series. When this coin was produced, the United States Mint was striking many different park designs each year. Although minting technology had improved, high production pressures still existed. Whenever large numbers of coins are produced, rare varieties and errors can still happen, and that is exactly why collectors study this coin so closely today. One of the most exciting features collectors search for on the Harpers Ferry quarter is doubling. Some coins show doubling on the date, the lettering, or parts of the fort design. This happens when the die shifts slightly during the striking process, leaving behind a doubled image. These details are not caused by wear or damage but are true mint errors that increase collector demand. Die cracks and die chips are another important area of interest. As minting dies were used repeatedly, stress caused small cracks to form. These cracks appear on coins as raised lines, often near the lettering or along the roof and walls of the fort. Die chips may appear as raised bumps, adding character and uniqueness to each coin. Collectors appreciate these features because they reveal the life cycle of the minting die. Off-center strikes are also known, though they are not common. These errors occur when the blank is not perfectly aligned during striking, causing part of the design to be shifted or missing. When the date and main design remain visible, these coins become very desirable and visually striking. Planchet errors add another layer of rarity. Some Harpers Ferry quarters were struck on improperly prepared metal blanks. This can cause weak details, uneven surfaces, or unusual textures. These coins often feel different in hand and immediately stand out to experienced collectors who know what to look for. Condition plays a huge role in value. Many Harpers Ferry quarters entered circulation quickly and picked up scratches and wear. Coins that survived in uncirculated condition with full mint luster are far harder to find. High-grade examples show sharp brick details on the fort, clean lettering, and smooth reflective fields. What makes this coin especially interesting is its historical theme. Coins that tell strong stories often attract collectors beyond the usual coin community. History lovers, educators, and museum visitors are drawn to this design, increasing long-term interest and demand for coin lovers. The Harpers Ferry quarter is a reminder that modern coins still matter. It proves that age alone does not determine value. Rarity, condition, errors, and historical significance all work together. A simple quarter found today could become a prized collectible tomorrow if you know what to look for. And now let's talk about value. In normal circulated condition, the Harpers Ferry 2016 quarter is usually worth face value. In uncirculated condition, real market prices can reach a few dollars depending on quality. High-grade certified examples have sold for tens of dollars. Error coins and rare varieties have achieved auction values from dozens of dollars to several $100s, and in rare exceptional cases, dramatic mint errors have sold for values reaching into the thousands of dollars.